Hello, welcome back. Last time I believe I should have finished up L&W and then started advanced planting and got about halfway through it. Let's see. Yeah, that's about halfway, a little more. Okay, let's see if we can finish this up. I want to try a portrait, but this first. Okay, one end. So just leave, oh, I see. Okay, so that's interesting. Since it started me here, I can't go all the way around the loop and then leave myself an entrance on a side. I can only leave myself one in the corner, so I would have to do something trickier like, say, that. That looks good so far. That looks okay. Yes, that's workable. Okay, done, I think. Nope, I have a problem. I need to cut off a corner there. Something like this should do it. Okay, I think that's done now. Cool. That was simple enough. All I have to do for these pretty much is, if I can identify where I'm going to exit, the rest of it just sort of falls into place easily. It's a little hard to describe the thought process I go through. I think I see two possible exits here. A simple Tetris piece. Alright, so let's just not use the one that's in front of me. I already see a problem. Let's try and solve it like that. This could be okay. I think this is okay. Yes, did it. Alright, two more. There was really only one hard one in this section so far. I see 4 exits. And I start in the middle, of course. Always start in the middle in these. Let's see if I can make this work. How much room do I have? Not enough room to do that. Okay, so definitely cannot do that. What about this? I see no reason this won't continue to work. I see a reason this won't continue to work. No, I don't. No, this seems fine. This seems totally fine. I think I can just, go here, 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 and then I end up on the outside. Nope, that's a problem. Okay, so I can't end up on the outside like that. I have to be on the inside. Oh, so close. Okay, so how do I correct for that? If I avoided that right there, how do I avoid that right there? Let's just try a completely different order here. I think this will actually work much better. Yeah, that was simple and easy. Okay, next. And final. 2 potential exits. Alright. I'll use that one up. This looks very similar. I think, wasn't the first puzzle that I did in this zone almost exactly this? Ooh, I see the problem I'm gonna have here. I think I can fix it like this. Oh, not quite. Okay. So I need to cut out a corner. If I just do this, then that should solve all my problems, I think. That didn't solve all my problems at all, did it? No. Not even close. That uses up my other exit, which I don't want to do. Maybe I didn't want to use up the first potential exit at the beginning. Maybe I cut out the wrong corner. Yeah, okay, I see my problem. I need to I think one of the things I really need to do is get this side, get those two planted right there, basically. Those are important. It's hard to explain why I think that, but it is what I think. I keep running into this problem, though. I end up here, but I need to be over there. Did that fix it? No. Still the same problem. Okay, so the L shapes on the side are actually what's giving me the trouble. So let's focus on those first. Be sure that these are fully grown, and that is... Ooh, if I did that slightly differently, that could be okay. Let's see. There. Those opening moves should give me as many options as I need. Okay, good. I feel okay about all this now, I think. Ah, so close. Fixed. Done. Cool. I like those. The planting ones are fun. Okay, so with that done, I would like to move on to portrait. I already peeked at this first level. It said, what did it say? Pick up the ink and make a self-portrait. Apply paint until it has your form and color, then stand next to it. Form and color? So I'm light blue. That's not exactly... Wait, what? So, wait, what? There's something I'm not understanding. Is the white paint not paint? Because that's not painting on here. And can I change which side is which? Yes, okay. Why is this not painting white? My form and color. So I can paint myself black like that. You know, I'm not sure I understand these rules. You will make a self-portrait. Apply paint until it has your form and color, then stand next to it. That is not as specific as I might like. Apply paint until it has your form and color. Oh, I think there might be... Oh. Hang on, what happens if I put my black side in the white now? It turns it white, okay. Okay, so there's no, like, paint mixing, at least as far as what I put on myself. What about what I put on the canvas? So what if I just paint this all black, rotate myself around, paint it black differently, then paint myself white. Oh, the white square? No. What do you mean stand next to it? Why was that specific spot? Oh, I think I understand. So, okay, well, I would have to make a lot of guesses to figure out what that means, so let's just see another example of it. Alright. I'm going to do the exact same thing. Whoops. Going around the corner like this is what allows me to... Wait, I thought that lets me switch sides, but apparently it's not quite how I want to do it. If I go farther, does that make a difference? No. I'm ending up in the same orientation. If I go around this corner, same orientation. If I go around this corner... That's how I change my orientation. Okay, so the... And then I just need to get into that orientation next to that, like, say, for example... It's not letting me. Like this. There. Okay. Got it. Alright, so my theory, that does hold with the theory that I had. Stand next to it, I'm going to take to mean... Position yourself in the orientation of the portrait that's been created on any block which is orthogonally away from an edge. So for example, here, 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 probably not here, 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 here. That's a cutting surface in there, isn't it? Yep. Since it's there, I assume I want to use it. This is helping me, like, having to make this kind of move. Oh, well, I just painted myself black, which is fine. Which means I need to cut out... Wait, what? Hang on. Is that an already painted... Wait, this is confusing. This does not... How's this going to work? Oh, I know how this works. Become white, then... Let's see. So, okay. First become black. Wait, you know, I don't know how this works. If I become black and paint all the way around here, then I can't get the white in there unless it's on only one side. Okay, so white needs to be on just this side. The other side. This is cool. So now black goes on there, repaints it, white goes here, unpaints that, and then I can escape and stand next to it. There we go. Oh, that was super cool. Oh, I like these. I predicted I would, and I was right. I'm kind of sad that there are only this many. I hope there's advanced portraits, because these are awesome. So a 5 cutter in there makes me look like that. Okay. Wait a minute, why are there more squares? Who are these guys? Is that blue paint? Oh, yeah, okay, so that will presumably remove... Yeah, okay, so that just brings them back to neutral paper, unpainted. Alright, do I need to step in the center? Yes? Maybe? Yes, because currently my portrait would mean to fill in all of those. I'm not quite understanding what I'm seeing here yet. So if I'm cutting... Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. This is very simple. Yeah, I do this. Wow, that was so hard. I can't do that because it paints it. I need to first return to a neutral color. Then cut myself out, then stand there. Done. What? What's the problem? Why are you unsatisfied? Do I need to be that color when I'm next to it? I can't go off the edges. Is this on... Yeah, that's on the other thingy. Okay. Okay, so my color matters as far as the portrait goes. Got it. Alright. I do not need the white paint. Which is not actually white paint, it's an eraser. And the blue paint is not blue paint, it's an eraser for me. Whoa, hey. Wait, I start black? I start black. Okay. So I'm white on one side, black on the other. I have no choice but to do this. And... Okay, that thing up there is for repositioning myself. I want to paint all of these black. Now, if I do this, I erase it. So this has just sort of changed the format of the puzzle, interestingly. Alright. I think if I do that again, I can swap the checkerboard here. Well, no, I can just sort of do this a couple more times. Done. Neat. This has gone by entirely too quickly. I have a hole cut out of me. I have places to cut more holes. I would immediately use one if I went that way. I get a choice about which portrait I want to draw here. Oh, I'm forced to cut holes out of myself if I want to reorient. Unless I can get that particular hole aligned like that, which I can. But then, okay. I think a large part of the puzzle here is how not to cut holes out of yourself. Okay, so if I were standing like this, I can reorient. So I'll just paint... Okay, cool. I will paint like this. And then swap which side is blue and which is black. Wait, that did not do what I wanted. There we go. Okay, so now I'm black. Oh, wait. Oh, I have to... Okay, so it's more complicated than that because that has not painted a complete thingy. Oh, and... Okay, so if I enter here instead... Okay, so the tiles I wanted painted are painted, but they're not fully painted. So to fully paint them... I'm going to rotate. Let's rotate the other way and hope that's somehow better. Yeah, since I rotated this particular way, yeah, this all makes sense. This all makes sense. I'm going to rotate, become black, rotate again, and then enter from a different point, and then that will allow me to paint different things the color I want them painted. Enter from here. Well, I'd like to be rotated, but I might not get that option. Yeah, okay, so I have a problem. The problem is that I need to change my orientation in some other way here. I think I can do it like this. Okay, so that's cut me out. The problem with doing this is that I cut myself, and I don't want to do that. Wait, what? I need to go across and then do... Okay, See, but this hasn't helped me. Did I maybe choose the wrong orientation for painting that? Would a different one have been better? No, I would have the exact same problem no matter which one of the tiles in there I chose not to paint. Because of the alignment of this, if I'm coming out of here and going down the center, it's always going to look like that. If I don't go down the center, then the wrong side of me is black. Well, and I still have that same problem, so that solves nothing. Okay, so I definitely cannot come off the wall this way and then go in and expect those to work. So I have to come off some other way. Coming off some other way, unless I want to cut more holes in myself, maybe it'd be easier to cut more holes in myself. No, that would make painting harder. And now I'm on the wrong chessboard color to do anything there. I think this might be the shape I want to actually paint. Well, why would that be better? Well, because then I have the option of... Yeah, so the option that I need is to return to this center space from another angle. So I think I need to paint an H instead of the shape that I've painted there. Let's try that. So if I'm painting an H, I'll paint it... Well, it doesn't matter yet. Wait, how did I get there in the first place without cutting myself? Like this, okay. So I'm not going to do it yet. Let's see if I can actually just paint an H like this. Okay, so this is good. Now I just have to paint 2 more solid squares. Which means I need to change my thingy. Like this. Wait, that didn't do it? Oh, it did. I just have to enter here. Got it. Got it. Oh, wait. With the things that I've done here, I might have just magically made this work. I'm going to have to cut myself out, which is fine. Yeah, okay. So make a cut somehow. Make a cut somehow. It needs to be a very specific... There we go. Alright, I'm an H. I'm going to stand here. And it works. I feel like I might have been able to do that without the cut, because I had to go out of my way to actually make that cut at the end. Freezer. That's something new. I feel like it's time I tried tackling half-sided again. I don't feel like I have any more understanding, but I put it off for so long. There are only 4 puzzles here. Just, where do I even start with this? I liked the idea I had of doing this. That seemed the closest to a viable solution. So let's just see if somehow I can make this work this time. I can start the paper in different places. Since I just did... You know, I'd be... Oh, escape does not... does not abort me out of that. That's not what I want to do. Since I just did portrait, I feel like I grasped this slightly better. What if I were to draw one of these? I don't know why I think this is going to be better, but somehow I do. Paper starts where? Not there. Oh, well, I've made this impossible, actually, because there's no way to... Well, no, hang on, it's half-sided. So who knows? That'll grow a thing. This could be worse. This is a terrible layout. What was I thinking? I hate everything about that. Well, the main thing I hate about it is that it has so many blocks, and they're so unnecessary. I just don't know how to even begin to think about this. I just wish I had some idea whether... Yeah, okay. So I have not adequately explained why I have such a problem with this. It's not the fact that I have to both use a level editor and understand the half-sided mechanic. Because, like, the half-sided mechanic is just planting that feels a little different. The real problem here is that there are 2 individual phases of problem solving. Number 1 is just constructing the level. Number 2 is executing it. And I have no hints whatsoever and no way to determine, other than just like trying it for a long time and saying, okay, I've tried this for long enough, it's time to do something else. No way other than that to determine whether what I've built, what I've constructed is solvable or not. So I have to evaluate the solvability while attempting to solve it. And that's terrible. I say terrible. it's interesting as far as puzzle potential goes. It feels terrible as far as just trying to get it done somehow. Like, this seems like the sort of thing I would just sort of fiddle around with for hours on my own time and eventually reach some sort of conclusion and figure out what I needed to do. But, like, until I have that insight, this is just going to be torturous. Hey, I say that, but I may have just done something good. This doesn't look too bad, really. How have I done what I've done here? I no longer have an exit, but everything looks pretty darn good there. Other than that, fascinating. Like, I'm missing 2 spots, but it felt like I could fully populate all that. So the shape was this. Where I start the paper makes a difference. I'm going to go ahead and just do this now. Okay, where I started the paper that time was terrible. Is there a way that I can just reset without... Yeah, okay. Click the paper, reset without disrupting the rest of it. What if I start there? I did something cool last time. That's a pattern. That was indeed a pattern. Down, left. Up, down. Now the space I'm in is a problem. If I went back to my idea of this, start on the inside, do this. Down, left, up, left, down. No. Left, up. No. Left, right, up, down. This is resembling something that might make sense. You know, I think this is viable. If I can just end at a different position, it seemed like all of those moves just happened to work. Okay, where did I start? When I did that, I started on the inside right there. So what if I start here? Left, down. Right, down. Right, left. No. Obviously that's no good. Okay, so I can't... I can't be here. I need to... Okay, so let's start on one of these edges. If I go here first... I planted one there, good. Hey, there we go. Now can I repeat that process? No, because I used my exits, okay. Can I do that without using my exits? When did I do that? I did it immediately? Let's not do that immediately. Oh, hey. Yes. Yes. I like what's happening, kinda. Ooh, not anymore. Oh, it's so close. Wait a second. Wait just a second. Something is very wrong here. I need to... Alright, so I just realized I need to leave a space and then make another move in order to finish. How's that going to be possible? Well, it's going to be possible because... Yeah, no. That's not a problem. That's not a problem. I was just thinking about it wrong. Can somehow doing this differently help? Not quite. Like, I'm really close on this. I think this shape will work. My intuition says I do not need to reshape it. I just need to execute this differently. My intuition does not say what execution difference would actually help here. Well, not that. That was terrible. Switching the axis of movement seems like it helps. Like I go left, down, well now it's down, down. And for some reason that's much better than doing it the other way. Okay, so here my pattern changes. Doing this cube is not like doing this cube because I start on a different relative face of it. So I need to adjust my pattern to take that into account. I think if I do this, this, and that, then I just end up in this same situation. Like, I've been in this situation plenty of times. I can go there, plant that, but then I have no place to go here. Well, one thing that tells me is that I can definitely fully plant everything in this area. I could try to add another block, for example, like that. And I could make this all work. Okay, I guess I'll try that real quick. I'd rather not add too many more blocks. But if I have to, then I have to. Now, how do I solve that problem again? I need to, there's a very specific, well, wait, where did I start? There, okay, so. No. See, the problem is it leaves one there. Now that I've added this third block, it's just confused me and I don't know how I did this before. What if I just go and keep going up, right, up, right, up, right, up, right, up. I run out of moves, naturally. Okay. Okay, I can leave this place now and feel like it's reasonably complete. Okay, I did that. I feel like it's going to be a problem to plant on the one that I'm on now. It wasn't. But then I've turned that other one into a problem. I would have to plant there and... No, okay, so I've managed to make the exact same problem happen here again. So I can do an infinite chain of this particular shape, but I just always end up on an edge that's not an inner edge. So what, do I need to start on an inner edge? Okay, well, you know what? I feel like I have, in my fiddling here, I've understood this slightly better, but not well enough to actually solve it. This is not going to feel good when I solve it. I am not happy with the way this puzzle is constructed. But I'm just going to have to poke at it once every few days, I guess. And eventually, with enough poking, I'll randomly stumble into the solution. Like, I know that's how it's going to go. There will not be any grand insight that lets me get this done. It's just going to be some random thing. Alright, I'll see you next time for maybe freezer. I didn't look at it, so I don't know what it is. Maybe advanced cutting. And maybe a little more poking at half-sided if I really feel like it, but blech. Blech. Not a fan of this so far. See you next time.